Welcome to selfdiscoverymedia.com, where we discover the communities that are making a difference in the lives of others. Our self-discovery is something we are all making on our life's journey. Here you will find the people that will be your guidance, that will be your inspiration, that will be there for you in support on your journey of life. Do enjoy. Our next show is... Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life, right here on selfdiscoverymedia.com. I'm your host, Sarah Troy. Well, just a quick one this week as I'm away, enjoying myself in Montreal. But I just wrote a quick little bit of something that kind of came to mind, and I'll read it out to you and make a few comments because it's going to be a short one. Courage. When I was young, in some way, my courage was mindless. We believed, as a young person does, that we can do anything and nothing will hurt us. We learn through life's lessons that this is not always so. I was such a timid person when I went to South Africa at the age of 14 from England. I was desperately shy, but loved one-on-one conversations. I still do. When we arrived in South Africa, I was thrown into the deep end and had to get social very fast. That is when I discovered my courage. I had in many ways had to fake it before I convinced myself, but in doing so, I discovered a person I never knew was there. I became, and still am, an extrovert introvert. Alpha beta personality. To others, I was this exuberant young woman who tried everything, convinced everybody I could do it, but I did not know if I could until I tried, which means I could not do it all of the time, but I would not know that unless I tried. I went into jobs like that, always unqualified, but in belief that I could do it. And so that belief in oneself, when we're young, I can do it. I don't know. Let's give it a try. I was the first woman rep in Mobil Oil in South Africa. I actually knew nothing about oil. I went through the course and it didn't make any difference to me, but I knew about customer service. And that's really for me where representation is. They know which oil they like better, but it's all about the service. What's the best service you can give them at the best cost, the most reliability, and that's where I did thrive. I walked into some other jobs. I tried clerical, and no, I'm not designed for that at all. And I tried a few other things that worked or didn't work. But through all of these discoveries, I discovered a courage within me of again, I don't know if I can do it until I try. And then in doing it, it's like, oh, I must have more ability inside of me than I thought I did. And so I just kind of went through life that way. But it also is the same in the way of, getting on a motorbike, riding a horse, jumping off things. You go and do things because you think, okay, let's see if I can. And we don't always think clearly of maybe the ramifications. And I remember one time being on a motorcycle with a friend. And this was in South Africa in Cape Town. And we came across some roadworks. And at first we were told to stop. There was a big crane there. They were widening the road. And then somebody else told us to go on. And as we're going on, it was quite rocky because all the rocks they're moving around. The crane didn't know we were moving and came around. And as it came around towards us, we skidded to the edge of the road. Now, this was a sheer drop of pure rock right into the ocean. Had we fallen down there, most certainly death. Most probably bike would have exploded. We would have been killed. We are literally on the edge. You can feel the bike struggling to stay on. You can see all of the workmen, oh my God, like this. And I blessed my driver, blessed my friend. He managed to keep us straight. We didn't stop. We just carried on in shock. I just patted him and said, well done. I got off that bike when we got home. I said, thank you, the lovely day, but I won't be getting back on a bike again. And perhaps I should have got right back on a bike, not to be so scared. But that near-death experience was just a bit too much. I've had near-death experiences in cars and got back in them, but would I ride a bike today? I don't know. One of the things I have discovered today is that my physical courage is nowhere near my spiritual courage. And that's the difference. My courage has stepped into wisdom. It stepped into the courage to look into the deep depths of my soul and my heart and my spirit, my dimensional beingness, is the courage to start this network, the courage to interview people, the shy person, to interview people from around the world who are so much more qualified than I am, but be able to hold the conversation and keep it illuminating. All these things I never knew I could do, but it was that courage to try. So you're going to catch me on a motorbike or a horse or a few other things now? No, you're not. But the courage to pursue more the depth of who I am and the depth of the people I interview and the depth of the consciousness of society, I most certainly do have, because it's a wiser courage now. It's not so rambunctious and daredevilish as it was when I was young. I am now more conscious of how fast I drive, conscious of the twists and turns I'm going to take in life, more thoughtful of, can I keep up with it? I'm still a person that will, okay, I came to this country, Canada. I did have some friends here, but it was pack up and go and try a new country. I've done that with cities. 3.5 years ago, I did that from the mainland over here to the island. I'll always be adventurous that way of trying something new, going somewhere different, exploring, because I am an explorer. But that courage now is more analyzed and deduced and not so jump into it. But still, that spirit lies within me. So where's your courage today? Do you look back on the courage that you had when you were young and the daredevil you may have been and the risks that you took, and you look at who you are today? Would you say that your courage has become wiser? It's become more discerning? It's become deeper? Do I really need to go and do that? Or is the journey more into the very consciousness of our planet, of each other, for our solar system, for our lives, for our existence, for our meaningful purpose, more courageous journey to take? So I would like you to look back on all the things you've done in life and ask yourself, have I been courageous? Did I go and do things that I never thought I could do? And if the answer is yes, and you were that courageous back then, look at what you can do now. If you have been that person that was timid when you were young and then suddenly stepped into courage later on in life, kudos to you, bless you. The courage always lies within each and every one of us. We all have the abilities. We all have the beautiful instrument. We all have the strength within us. All we have to do is seek the courage to bring it out, to go through whatever challenges we have to face in life. Am I more shattered nowadays? I'm older. The body is nowhere near what it used to be. My patience is different, and I don't have the energy to waste on frivolous things. So when I do things now, it is more meaningful, it's more purposeful, it has more impact, but my courage is still there to pursue the truth, to pursue the journey, to pursue what is still possible, because I believe that's what we're here for. So may you find that courage in you, because it's there, so is the strength, so are the abilities. But again, as you're getting older, just kind of, do I have to do this to prove this to anybody? Am I doing it to even prove to myself? Or am I doing this because the desire and the conviction is so strong that I want to do it? We question it as we get older. We don't just jump into it. Well, sometimes. Until next time, folks. Bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. You will hear many shows here on selfdiscoverymedia.com. We have new shows for you out every week. Just find them on our podcast or What's New. If you feel that you have something to share that makes a difference in the lives of others, or you too feel that you could be a host, please contact me at info@selfdiscoverymedia.com and we will be glad to speak with you. Have a wonderful day.